What's up, degenerates? Mad Merrigan here for Cold Beer Sports. Right, hope you're all doing well, lads. We got one for YouTube today. I have put out two on the service, but I just thought I've gone through this race in Ffos Las. I had notes on a horse, and I just feel maybe the drying out ground, top jockey taking over, definitely be lively today. Quick word on yesterday. Two selections, one on YouTube, one on the service. The first one was Salvados. Ran very well. However, if I'm honest with myself, I think he dogged it. I think he was good enough to win yesterday. Came there at the third last, second last. But just when he was asked for his effort, he just didn't go through with it. And definitely looked capable. He travelled well everywhere, done everything right. I thought we were on a winner the whole way up the straight. But, you know, you have to be honest, he's not a horse I'd back again. He just, for me, he will win again, but he just, for me, didn't want to go through with it. So, you know, a really good run, but that's no good to us. Everything was right from yesterday and he let us down. You know, he was coming there to win it, but you could see him pricking his ears and sticking his head up. So definitely a bit annoying. Then we had one in Exeter. I thought he looked like he was going to, you know, coming out of the back straight. I thought we were on a winner. He was absolutely cruising. He always finishes out his race strong. And then he stepped up to 2 Mile 2 yesterday and he just didn't really see it out. He's a horse now I'd just leave alone. I thought he had everything right yesterday. He had a good pace to aim at. He had a fair handicap mark. So he's not a horse I'd be getting involved in. He will win too, but I'm not interested. They can win. I'm looking for horses that, when everything's right, won't let us down. So moving on to today, we have Shah and Shah. Is it Shah and Shah? Anyway, trained by Charlie Longston. I thought it ran a very good race the last day. Now look, it's not one to trust with your life. It has a couple of wind-ups. So I do think the drying ground might help. It was a decent winner. Has good back form when it won in Doncaster. And it's running off a very fair mark today. So Aidan Coleman in the plate. I just feel like in an open race at 5 to 1, I do want to back it each way. So we go a point each way. Definitely an interesting runner. And, excuse me, I would be very disappointed, lads, if it didn't run a good race. And for anyone that maybe wanted to look at the straight place betting, I wouldn't put you off. He could be a very good straight place bet today. Just I feel like everything's right from there's a couple of other horses in here. They're at the hilt of the handicap. You know, they've won a couple. There's others out of form. And this is coming in off a solid run when arguably could have been a bit closer, only for a poor manoeuvre by an inexperienced jockey coming into the home straight. He kind of, rather than following the horses in, he kind of took them back and came wider into Warwick. Very strange the last day. But anyway, definitely interesting today, so we go a point each way. Going to be busy now, lads, right into the weekend. Tomorrow, couple of interesting ones for the Patreon service in Musselburgh. And we also have, you know, big race in the weekend at Dubai, the Dubai World Cup. Brilliant racing, so I will have a couple of selections for that as well. Also, we have the Lincoln starting back in Doncaster, which I do have a fancy for, so I'll do tomorrow. I'll maybe give my fancy for the Lincoln. Very interesting horse. Hopefully he'll be running, and yeah, I just think obviously the stable thinks he's very good because he was well backed a couple of times, and you know, he didn't let me down. I tipped him up one day. He absolutely slooshed in, and yeah, he's an interesting runner. So I'll come to that. There is an interesting Richard Hannon horse entered in the Brocklesby. Could be, you know, at the Ammo racing. Definitely, I think it's by Memhas. So a few interesting ones coming up. Like I said, a very busy weekend ahead. And tomorrow I like 2 for the Patreon service in Musselburgh. 2 each way selections. We might do a little each way double as well. Hoping they'll both be around, you know, one could be around 8 or 9 to 1 and one should be around 5 or 6 to 1. That's what I'm hoping. So anyway, take care, bet safe and enjoy the sport. All right, God bless.